As Mia mentioned, the planet Saturn, Capricorn, right, which controls in so many ways in 2020, this coming year, Saturn considered astrologically to be the great teacher. The great teacher. So this coming year, it will be the most powerful year to learn the lessons that you somehow resisted to learn throughout many lifetimes. When we speak about soul lessons, our soul makes a contract. We each have the soul contract before coming down into this physical dimension, reality. And we're here to fulfill the destiny that our soul came to fulfill. The reason why we're coming again and again in different lifetimes, it is simply because we haven't received the lessons yet. Not because the universe or the creator don't deliver. They always deliver. But in order to receive, I need to be open. Usually the way the lessons coming into our lives, it is not in the package that is so comfortable and beautiful. Usually lessons coming into our lives will be in ways that are awakening and pushing all the different buttons of our tikkun, of our correction, the reactive energy inside of us. How do you know there is a lesson there for you? You become reactive. What's stopping you from receiving the lesson? Your own resistance to be open for the lesson. When we speak about Saturn and the great teacher, this year there will be so many opportunities to receive the lessons. Opportunities coming in ways, if we just using the logic, the mind, we will just feel pressure. My recommendation to each one of you is to allow yourself to be out of your mind. What usually people think about this kind of out of your mind idea, it's something negative, something bad. I want to show you how being out of your mind is going to save you this year and to help you to expand your life and to move them forward to a place that you'll be able to manifest greater fulfillment than ever. So the idea is that our mind has a certain capacity. Each one of us might be aware more or less to the limitation of our mind. When a situation comes into our lives that pushing a button, triggering something inside of me, that I become now reactive to it. If you think about one of those things that happened this week, or maybe even today, something happened that triggered your reactivity. Trust me, it happened today. In small and big levels, you are aware of it or not, it happened today. I want you now to think about something very simple. The reactive way you felt. Was it the first time in your life that you felt this way? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. How do we call it? A pattern. It's not the first time, and probably it's not the second time, not the third time. Probably I carry it with me in the past 5,000 years of my soul journey throughout lifetimes, and I become reactive to the same thing. When somebody doesn't give me the respect, it makes me feel small. When somebody doesn't do this, it makes me feel that. They're the same reactions that coming up maybe throughout different situations and different people and different time throughout the year, but our reactions, they're having a pattern. When we get reactive, what our mind tells us, what is the pattern? Let's say that somebody didn't appreciate something you've done for them. And it made you feel down or frustrated or judgmental or what you know if you think and aware of it, you get it's not the first time, right? There is like a pattern here. What does your mind tells you that is the pattern? The situation, their fault. The pattern is those things coming back into my life. What is the pattern? It's those certain things that coming and showing back into my life. Your mind is deceiving you. The pattern, it is not what is taking place. The pattern is not those people that coming into relationships with you and don't appreciate you and promising things that don't fulfilling it. This is not the pattern. This is the story. But your mind is getting to convince you that this is my pattern. I'm always attracting the wrong people into my life. So, this is now the seed level of the coming year. And I want to make it clear that if you can continue to let your mind think this way. But if it is not the first time that you experienced it, if you recognize that, yes, those people coming back, the wrong people coming back into your lives, right? And you realize that it doesn't change, and you still expect those things to change. After 20 years of this pattern that doesn't change, you will need to realize, and the universe can help you this year more than any other time, that the pattern, it is not those negative people showing up into your life. The pattern is the way your mind perceives the situation. If you can change the pattern of your mind, thinking about the situation, you're changing the world. You're changing your world. You're changing the situation. If you keep invest your energy, your power, all what you do, your prayers, God, please send those negative people away, it will never happen, because those people coming back into your life for a reason, to help you to get a lesson. And if you resist getting the lesson, if you don't understand what's the lesson, if you're not even in the mindset that there is a lesson, the lessons will keep showing up. So if there was one person, negative person, that came into your life, next time they will come too. The universe will not let go of trying to teach you the lesson that you need to learn. As long in your mind the pattern is those negative people coming into your life, you will never change it. They will keep coming into your life. But the Kabbalists explain that we need to raise our consciousness. We need to elevate our consciousness. Elevating the consciousness into a new level of awareness. Awareness that the pattern, it is not what shows in my life. The pattern is the way that I think about it. If I'm capable to get myself to think about it different, I'm shifting my movie. Is it easy? Not at all. The first thing, it is knowing it. My work, if I'll invest all my energy to change the situation, I will end up empty and frustrated. It's tiring. It is tiring. If I will start to focus my power and my energy in shifting the way I think about it, I'm already in the direction of shifting the situation. Does that make sense to everyone? So it is not easy to change our mind. But this is why I recommended at the beginning, get out of your mind. Because this mind that tries to solve the issue that comes back into your life will never solve the issue. You have to get out of your mind. You have to free your mind. In Kabbalah, we look at the years. Now it's 2020, but we look at the years also in a different way of calculating the years. And there is the Hebrew calendar. And according to the Kabbalistic Hebrew calendar, the year is 5,780. We're not going to get into how it's being calculated, but it is 5,780. September, which is the seed of the spiritual energy that enters into the year. It was September. It's the days we call them Rosh Hashanah. Michael Berg, I believe you had the chance to read some of his books. Michael Berg spoke about one of the secrets energetically behind this year, because the number itself is connected with the idea. I save for you all the calculations and how we interpret the numbers into the energy behind them. So I'm giving you just the bottom line. The idea is this year is connected with the energy of redemption. Freedom. Freeing yourself. Freeing yourself from what? Not from the type of negativities that happening around you or in your life. Freeing yourself from the old ways that limiting you. Freeing yourself from the old ways that you think about yourself and about your life. Freeing yourself from limitations. In order to achieve this freedom, we need to learn how to get out of our mind. The Kabbalist, there is a specific Kabbalist that I'm going to share with you, a simple but powerful meditation that he's sharing from 400 years ago. But before we getting into the meditation, I would like you guys to take some few minutes for reflection. Because whatever I'm telling you now, most of you will not remember it later. Might be interesting, might be empowering, might be many things. But we want it to make a difference in the coming year, right? This is why we're here, not just to get information. So let's take a few minutes for reflection. So the first thing I want you to do, I'll give you a few minutes, recognize a negative pattern that keeps on appearing in your life and write them down. My recommendation is to focus on one. Later, I would recommend to take it into the coming week or 2 weeks to keep doing this, going through this reflection and to write more things, but just for planting the seed for the work we want to do for the coming year, focus on one.